following program on Ada Derana 24 is classified for general audience. It is intended for all ages. It contains little or no violence, no strong language, and little or no sexual dialogue or situations.
Good evening. You're joining the Business Best, a platform for the best in the business and an opportunity for you to connect with innovators, excellent entrepreneurs and veterans from various industries. Can money buy trips? Highly unlikely. Today, we have a company which will bring you adventures and experiences that money cannot buy. EcoGrip Adventure. We have the founder of EcoGrip Adventure, Sameera Liyanagamage, with us. Sameera, a warm welcome to you. Thank you very much for being with us on our show today, and I'm very excited to know about your venture. So Sameera, before we start our chat, tell me, who is Sameera and what's the story behind EcoGrip Adventure?
All right. First of all, I'm into nature. I was from my school days. I was in love with nature and adventure, and I was doing all the things that which makes me exciting. And though I'm not from this field, I'm a pharmacist by qualification. So like I work for my first stage of the life. I had to spend for pharmaceutical company as a brand manager, and then later as a compliance officer. So. But the quest for adventure always
stayed with you.
Stayed with me, and I realized that even though like I also wanted to be in the adventure, the pain point was that there was no proper gear, no proper service, which is like accessible freely to do such activities. So with that in my mind and my kind of passion towards doing something different than the rest, I wanted to create a company that would help like-minded people like me, who has the urge, who has the passion and fire to go out and do something different, but provided that there's a safe option and there's someone who's there to help you. That's how EcoGrip was born. So we have a lot of unique experiences, which is not available with other companies. So we are very unique in that way. And our adventures are like, it spans from like, there's a lot of variety, there's a lot of options that you could choose. So that's basically, that's about me, and that's,
EcoGrip Adventures.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in the industry so far?
So I would say like we have a two-stage process, whereas first stage was like we were starting small as everybody else. We didn't have the equipment to go big. So we were mostly serving to the foreign tourists in a small way. So this is our 13th year, but I would say like 4 years went to research. As you know, like it's not that we are specialized in kayaking and camping. So, and our destinations are very unique and very remote. So it was mostly research that we had to do over and over different periods of the year, because you know there are monsoons, and dry seasons. So the rivers change during these seasons. So like I would say first 4 years was basically you doing what you love, exploring. And
taking risks
with
the support.
Yes.
And let's talk about this uniqueness too, Sameera. So what services do you offer? So you have 3 main services, right?
Yes.
Kayaking, stand-up paddle boarding, and EcoGrip boat house with camping as well, right?
Yes.
Let's talk about these services.
So I'll start with kayaking.
Yes.
So kayaking
is it your favorite?
Yeah, I would say that.
Okay.
So kayaking, our approach, as I told, all these experiences are basically any beginner can do. So we have from 2 hours to 4 days. Okay.
Like a package.
Like a package, yeah.
Okay.
It's like anyone who wants to do something. Maybe first, if you haven't done kayaking, maybe you want to try it out.
Yes, yes.
Right? So then you, rather than going on a full 4-day expedition, you could try out with a 2-hour experience or maybe 4 hours, half a day. And then maybe you can gradually kind of like upgrade your skills. So kayaking, we have different locations. So like we have 1-day services basically in Galle, Hikkaduwa, that area. So those are like half a day, 1-day experiences, which is like flat water kayaking, which is like safe. And also we have 1-day whitewater kayaking, which is a little bit more adventurous.
Okay.
And then we have sea kayaking, which is like you start from Galle Fort and you paddle across the Galle Bay to the other side, which is the Jungle Beach, which is like a picturesque view. And it's really nice. So those are the 1-day ones. And then we have, we are famous for, is like our multi-day expeditions. So like we have 3-day expeditions, which is down the Mahaveli River. So we start from Mahayangane and we end up at Manampitiya, that we kayak through the Waskambo National Park and the Floodplains National Park. So basically you are kayaking in the wilderness and camping by the river, which is the Mahaveli River, which is like, the longest and the broadest river.
Yes.
Which is famous for its beautiful sandbanks.
Yeah. Must be scenic. I mean, the route must be like really scenic as well.
Yes, it is really scenic. And the other thing is like you are experiencing different landscapes on different days. So it's not a monotonous thing. So it's really amazing. One day to the another day, the landscape changes. So does the terrain. So you don't feel like you are kind of like doing the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
And then we have another expedition, which is from Manampitiya to Trincomalee, where you start from where we stop, the 3-day, and then we kayak through the Somawathiya National Park, which has the highest density of elephants in Sri Lanka recorded. And we kayak through 3 nights and 4 days till you meet the sea. So we end up at Mutur, kayaking all the way to the Trinco Bay, which is again an amazing experience where you happen to see a lot of unique wildlife sightings, a very rare archaeological sites that is only accessible by kayaks. So that's another expedition that we have, and we have added a recent couple of expeditions like the Malwatoya expedition, the second longest river in Sri Lanka, which is again has links to the history. So we cover 4 days of Malwatoya, all the way to sea again from Aripu. And it's again like we are covering a lot of archaeological sites and amazing landscapes. You are kayaking through the canopy throughout for like days, and it's a really amazing experience. And then we have a very remote kayaking expedition. That's what we call Verugal expedition, where you kind of like go through Mahaveli and then you take a detour, and then you end up in the Mavilaru, Verugalaru, and eventually the Verugal Lagoon. So these are like unique expeditions that we have. And we also have another rainforest challenge where we have kayaking, whitewater kayaking, abseiling, hiking, and waterfall hunting. That's a 2-day, 1-night expedition. So these are like most famous experiences.
EcoGrip adventure.
Yes.
Oh, nice. And how about this EcoGrip boat house? What is this?
So actually what we realize is like Sri Lanka, and even though like we have so many beautiful landscapes, even though we have so many amazing spots, camping, is like a very novel thing where people are a little bit hesitant or reserved, I would say, to experience. Basically, couple of factors is like where the hygiene factors and whether you can sleep in a tent, and so we
other facilities,
right? So Boathouse offers a camping in a kind of like a semi-glamping way, where you have washroom facilities, you have a pool if you want to, and it's a beautiful waterfront in the village. So you get the mattresses, a little bit of an, I would say, upgraded version of camping.
Okay.
So that's for you to kind of like try out, because camping is not that difficult or like harsh as you think, right? But that's kind of like a way to kind of like expose you to the beautiful outdoors. So you get your reservations or kind of like hesitations out of your system. And we help you to do that through like a very controlled environment where you have a lot of facilities and support available. So that's what we do. It's like our breeding, kind of like nurturing ground for the campers, the new entrants to try out.
I think it's a whole new world, Sameera, and very interesting. So today we are in conversation with EcoGrip Adventure, and we're talking about trips money cannot buy. I'll see you after this break. Welcome after the break, and you're joining the Business Best. We are in conversation with Sameera Liyanagamage, the founder of EcoGrip Adventure, and we are talking about trips that money cannot buy. Sameera, so you say that you love to see your clients accomplish little things that they haven't done before. So I'm quoting from your website, and it really caught me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. What are these little things? And it's very interesting. I mean, of course, when we try out some adventure, it's like we are like talking to our inner child. If it is an adult, let's talk about these little things the adults are going to achieve.
Yeah. So like Sri Lanka is blessed with natural beauties. Sure. For an example, we have 103 rivers. We have n number of tanks, and we have forest everywhere we go. But if you ask majority of the Sri Lankans, the first thing that comes to is, I don't know.
True.
Right.
Enough.
And I'm scared. Right. I wish I could go, but I need somebody to help me. Right. And these expeditions or outdoors, especially, they are like, that shifts your kind of like, I would say like, it's a paradigm shift because you're stepping out of your comfort zone, right? And then a whole new world opens for you. I mean, like, imagine that you are in a city and you do day-to-day things, and you want to step out and explore this world. And then you feel like, can I do this alone? Is it safe enough? Am I fit enough to do this, right? Or do I have the necessary skills to do this? So that's something that we are addressing. So any beginner who has willingness to kind of like step out a bit of your
and try something really
adventurous in the waters, where the reward is something that you will cherish for life. And spending 3 days, 4 days in the wild and getting exposed to those natural beauties and making decisions on behalf of yourself and making choices and meeting different set of people who are like-minded, different vibrant people who are have different views about life. But all those things kind of like centers to one point where like it's the spirit of adventure and the human being, the potential of human beings. Like they don't exploit. So like, I believe that's where we are coming in. So we are excited to help you to step out of that box, so like that cage you are in, and go out and do what you are capable of. You are capable of doing things that you don't think you can do. So that's what I have seen. I have seen a lot of newcomers. They've never done these things in their life, and they come and they do things like amazing things, like kayaking through a rapid, where this is the first time he's on a rapid or she's on a rapid, and they do well. And they know deep inside, wow, that's my capacity. I had so much of potential in me. I had so much of capacity, and I never explored that. So like that's our passion. That's what we are actually catering for. And we are so happy that we've been a part of these amazing souls that so many that who's been with us.
I can imagine. And what's this troop like, the team behind this whole adventurous
So we have
expeditions?
We have, actually, the thing is, like, as I told you, the first thing that comes to your mind is it safe, right? So we have a very professional team behind us, like who are lifeguards. And we have a chef also who's going on and giving...
With us?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
So make sure that you are well fed, and we provide warm meals so you don't miss home. A very good spread, I would say. And then we have lifeguards who's always like there for you if you need help. And we have the best training. We are not only locally qualified, we are internationally qualified. So I'm happy to say that I am British Canoeing Association qualified. So the first thing that I did after I kind of like wanted to pursue as the course director for EcoGrip was to get qualified. So you could be rest assured that we know the latest trends in the kayaking and the safety. We have a very good team that supports you, because whose passion is to help you to get you through this journey and to achieve something remarkable. So yeah, that's our team. And also we have a team who's back, which you don't see. So we have a backup system for every expedition, because we operate in like a lot of remote areas. So like there are people like who's, if you need for an emergency, if you need to like stop it halfway, or let's say a medical emergency, there is a backup team with vehicles, the off-road vehicles, who are like standby to help you, which is in an like very, I would say, like it hasn't happened, but still we haven't overlooked anything. So you could
have a contingency plan.
Yes, we do.
Yes, nice. And do you cater to both local and foreigners? You said you started with foreigners.
Yes.
And then now you cater to locals as well.
Yes. So as I told you, like our vision is to provide something extraordinary to our Sri Lankan community, our fellow adventurers. So we have two arms actually in the same business. So like we work with tour operators, the prestigious tour operators. I'm happy to say that we are working with world number 1, world number 2 when it comes to adventure tourism. So we are a service provider for the world's number 1 adventure tour operator.
Okay.
So that's our foreign branch. So we operate it's like those are like multi-day tours. We cater to maybe like one aspect, which is like they come for like adventure. So they have kayaking, they have cycling, they have hiking. So we take care of the kayaking part or maybe the cycling part. And that's our foreign market. We also work with B2B and local tour operators. And then our most passionate department is our local business, where we only cater to the Sri Lankan community, Sri Lankan adventurers. So we have a very different approach for them because they need support compared to the Western part of the world. Camping, kayaking, everything is new to them. So like we take a lot of care and extra effort to support them to experience these amazing journeys. So we are like really interested in helping this segment.
And we are really you stand tall among the rest because of these traits,
yes.
I guess.
Yes.
And you have planned few expeditions before this year ends. Let's talk about these expeditions.
So as of now, we are sold out.
Oh, wow. So baby, 2024. Let's talk about the 2 expeditions that you have planned for the year.
So we have one expedition, which is Trinco, as I mentioned. So starting from 23rd to 26th, that's unfortunately, we are sold out. And we have another 3-day expedition starting from 29th to 31st, which is also we are sold out. And the next is January 13th to 15th, which is like the 3-day Mahavali expedition.
Okay.
That's a long weekend. And also we have another expedition that's from 25th to 28th. That is a Malwa expedition. So those 2 other options available.
Okay.
And those are our future.
If they're connected with you, how can they connect with you? If they're interested in this whole concept, how can they connect you?
So they can go to our website. That's www.ecogrip.lk, or we have Instagram, that is EcoGrip Adventure, or they can reach us out at our hotline, that's 0777-938273. These are the options that they can reach out for. We are really visible in social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. So you'll find it definitely if you search EcoGrip. The whole thing would come. So like it's not difficult for you.
Not difficult. Thank you very much, Sameera, and wish you all the very best with all these expeditions and these adventurous planning you are doing, and all the very best. Thank you very much for being on our show. It was really exciting having you. So we had EcoGrip Adventure, the founder of EcoGrip Adventure, with us today, and we were talking about trips money cannot buy. If you missed this episode, you can watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/Derana English. I'll see you next week with a promising discussion similar to this. Have a pleasant evening.